Hey YouTube, this is Dexter Nolan here with a brand new deck profile. Today I'll be bringing you the Mermail deck that I played in one of the side events. Unfortunately I scrubbed out in that. I played Citadel Knights, and the deck really isn't as good as I'd like it to be, but it's as good as you're going to get it in this format. When Activist comes out, I'll probably revisit the deck and start playing it more competitively, because I think it has a lot of potential. It's still really strong, but can deal with just kind of stuff like Altair and Deneb and Shadow Fusion, stuff like that, which is just too broken for the deck to handle. So anyways, let's get straight into this profile. I run double Megalo. I think you need the two because it's extremely powerful. It gets your discard cards out of your hand. It searches. I mean, it's much more powerful than lead, and it's not really as bricky because it only takes 2 water monsters. And I mean, even if you're just discarding a Lind or something, it's still kind of plus. I play the 1 lead because it's 2700. It has good on-field effect. It's nice for Abyssphere in the combos. So yeah, you do need the 1 of. I run 3 TS. It's a great consistency card, and it's by far the best Mermail monster. You need the 3. There's not much more to say. It searches. And I run triple Lind. Some people cut this down to 2. I think that's kind of bad because you do need the water monsters in your hand as targets for, say, Megalo or Teus and things, and also you need this for Sphere. You don't want not live Spheres, especially mid to late game when you're low on resources, which in this meta you definitely are a lot of the time. I run 3 Pike, that's self-expanding, and 0 Dirge. It's another searcher and it's 4, it's a normal summon. And I also run triple Undyne. Of course, it's worth noting that Undyne is probably one of the best cards in the game, being a +2, but Neptivus is strictly better because Gen Controller is not a great card to add hand, except for the fact that it synchros. And also it's searchable with your Pike, which is amazing. It means there's a lot of fluidity to the deck. And 2 controllers, of course. And that's a lot of the main monsters. These are the ones I discard for the costs. Triple Gunda. Gunda allows you to make rank 7 plays. It's very important to do so. Abyss Gaios is one of the best cards you can summon in the Necros matchup. Aside from that, like rank 7s, it's good to see like Construct. I learned that myself. Two Marksman. Marksman is vital for the deck because it's pretty much good fuel that allows you to plus, and with Dragoons at 1 there's not much else you can really discard at a plus. 1 Dragoons, of course, because it's probably the best card in the deck. It makes for really broken plays, and when Node comes out, I think it's going to make a huge boost to Mermails because of the fact that you can Node back this and detach it for an Arc or a Ragnar Zero or in a Dweller or something, and you get even further pluses off an already broken card. And 2 Heavy Infantry, destroys face-ups. It's kind of meh, and so is Marksman because people chain stuff, especially in this format, and floaters and stuff. But you still need the follower, and it's good to just go plus. Even if you just hit something like a mistake, it's fine. Triple Upstart Goblin, a consistency card. You kind of want to limit your spell count. You need lots of monsters, and you also need a few traps because otherwise you're just going to get savaged by decks that just have more consistency and can plus more often than you. And the 1 Regeki, I didn't feel the need to run any more spells because there's not much else you can really add without taking away from the consistency in the monsters or the defensive nature of the traps. And I run 3 Sphere obviously because 3 Spheres, it's necessary in the deck. It's probably one of the most broken cards in end phase Sphere. Allows you to get a big beater on the board, which is very difficult for your opponent to deal with. And it also allows you to go into, say, Pike, so you can turbo and hit a back row. During the end phase, your opponent's turn, they can't do anything about it if they've just said that there. I run 3 Mindcrush, which I'll definitely be taking out for 3 more defensive traps once Necros get hit on the list, which I'm sure they will. Simply because you kind of want to like, this card is great, but like it's dead kind of a lot of the time as well, especially when you have this and you really need a defensive card that would stop you from getting run over, where Mindcrush is more of like a control card for decks that already have a lot of power and consistency, like say Burning Abyss or even Cliff Orts or something. And I run 2 Breakthrough Skill. 3 is a bit too cloggy, 2 is perfect. It allows you to out with stuff like Darklaw and I think the other one, Darklaw, Windus, stuff like that on your turn, so that Floodgate monsters are kind of useless, which are usually really powerful against you. The reason I chose it over Phoenix Chain, of course. 1 Warning and 1 Torrential. I think they're the 2 of the best traps this format. Torrential is very popular right now, and I can understand why. It's a complete board wipe, and it's a fantastic card, especially if they play aggressively over you and they try and go for game. You can really punish overextension, and Solemn Warning is obviously a fantastic card in every format. If you have a trap space left, this is probably one of the better ones. last but not least, the one Vandy's Emptiness. Vandy's Emptiness is a very good card, obviously, and it really allows you to keep up with certain better decks. It can lock them out completely, especially like Necros, where you put a big monster on board and you can just punish them by flipping Vandy's straight onto the extra deck. I won't bother with the side deck because I didn't really test for a side deck. I just threw this deck together for a side event. One Leo, one Black Rose, one Gungnir for the 7s, and one Goya. That's because Genix controller. I mean, you don't want to dedicate too much space to a Genix controller since it's kind of Leo is probably the best card, but with Tidal kind of at 1, you don't make Leo that often. I used to run 2 with double Tidal, and just make these not reason. I mean, the 6 is kind of useless too. You never really go into these. For the 7s, run Draxac, Geist, and Big Eye. Geist is fantastic. Big Eye's good. Draxac's kind of crap, to be honest, especially this format. One Bahamut Shark, it's just good defensively and aggressively. It's a pretty decent card overall. One Dweller. The fact that these are water is an even better bonus, and then one Arc because the fact that water is even a better bonus. I would run 2 Castel usually, but obviously Arc is water, so it's better. One Exodon because Exodon. Ragnar Zero. I chose this over like other options because it's water, and like you really want water monsters because of the fact when you detach Dragoons you get the plus because it's a cost to detach. It's really good to synergy with these Exceeds. And then one Castel because it deals with some floodgates. And then for the ban targets I just run these. I don't ever summon these with the actual monsters themselves, mainly because they're kind of weak overall. I was thinking about running a Levier, maybe cutting a Castel or maybe a Draxac for it, but I don't really think that they're over necessary. You don't go into the extra too much, and when you do, it's really just to finish a game, and those cards don't really finish games. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I did kind of scrub out yours, but I'll have some more Decorous Ritual Beasts come up on my channel in the next few days, so peace out and enjoy.